The distress signal had traveled across half the galaxy before anyone answered. The battered fleet of the Karthan Union drifted through deep space, engines dead, shields shattered, and hope fading. They had escaped annihilation by mere hours after a devastating surprise attack from the Dominion, a ruthless empire that had conquered dozens of worlds. Every ally they contacted refused to help. Every port closed its gates. Then at the edge of explored space, a single transmission arrived from an unfamiliar species. "Proceed to Earth, we can help." The Karthans had heard stories about humans. Most of them were contradictory. Some described humanity as reckless dreamers. Others called them dangerous warriors. A few ancient records simply labeled them unpredictable. With no other options, the crippled fleet limped toward the Sol system, expecting little more than emergency repairs before continuing their doomed retreat. What they found instead stunned them. Earth was unlike any world they had ever seen. Massive orbital shipyards surrounded the planet like silver rings. Hundreds of vessels moved through space with astonishing efficiency. Human engineers welcomed the exhausted crews as if they were honored guests rather than desperate refugees. No demands were made. No contracts were presented. The humans simply got to work. The Karthan commanders expected repairs to take months. Their vessels had suffered catastrophic damage. Entire engine sections were missing. Hull breaches stretched for kilometers. Weapon systems were little more than melted wreckage. Yet human engineers walked through the ruined ships with excited expressions, discussing solutions before inspections were even complete. Within days, thousands of workers flooded the docks. Human construction drones swarmed over damaged hulls like living metal insects. Entire sections of ships were removed and rebuilt from scratch. Advanced fabrication systems operated around the clock. The Karthans watched in disbelief as repair schedules measured in years were reduced to weeks. Soon, another surprise emerged. Humans were not merely repairing the fleet. They were improving it. Engine systems were redesigned for greater efficiency. Shield generators were reinforced. Sensor arrays received upgrades that surpassed the Karthans' original technology. Every day brought another enhancement. Every day the fleet grew stronger than it had ever been before. Concerned, the Karthan High Commander finally confronted the human project director. "Why are you doing this?" he asked. "We requested repairs, not military upgrades." The human smiled. "Because if we're going to fix something, we might as well make it better." The answer seemed absurd. Yet the upgrades continued. Human scientists collaborated with Karthan engineers, sharing knowledge freely. Technologies once considered impossible began appearing aboard the restored vessels. New energy systems doubled operational endurance. Experimental armor resisted weapons previously thought unstoppable. The fleet was being transformed into something entirely new. News of Earth's assistance quickly spread across the galaxy. Many governments warned humanity against becoming involved. The Dominion's military power was immense. Entire civilizations had fallen before it. Helping the Karthans could provoke retaliation. Human leaders listened carefully to every warning before calmly ignoring them all. The Dominion eventually learned where the surviving Karthan fleet had gone. Believing Earth to be weak and isolated, they dispatched an armada to eliminate both the refugees and anyone foolish enough to shelter them. Thousands of warships entered human space expecting an easy victory. What they encountered instead left them deeply unsettled. The Sol system was defended by warships unlike anything the Dominion had seen. Human vessels appeared elegant from a distance, but closer inspection revealed terrifying firepower hidden beneath sleek designs. Massive rail cannons lined their hulls. Advanced missile systems tracked targets across incredible distances. Most alarming of all was the confidence displayed by every human commander. When the Dominion demanded the surrender of the Karthan fleet, humanity responded with a single message. They came seeking repairs. "They are under our protection." The Dominion launched its attack immediately. Space erupted into chaos as thousands of weapons fired simultaneously. Dominion commanders expected the human defensive line to collapse under overwhelming force. Instead, Earth's fleet advanced directly into the storm of enemy fire. The first battle shocked the galaxy. Human tactics ignored centuries of accepted military doctrine. Fleets maneuvered aggressively, exploiting weaknesses with frightening speed. Artificial intelligence systems coordinated entire battle groups in real time. Precision strikes crippled key Dominion vessels before their commanders realized they had been targeted. The invaders suffered losses at a rate they had never experienced. Meanwhile, the rebuilt Karthan fleet entered combat alongside their human allies. The upgraded ships performed beyond every expectation. Enhanced shields absorbed punishment that would once have destroyed them. New weapons punched through enemy armor with devastating effect. For the first time since the war began, the Karthans were not merely surviving. They were winning. The Dominion retreated after suffering a humiliating defeat. Across the galaxy, disbelief turned into curiosity. Smaller nations began sending diplomats to Earth. Some sought alliances. Others simply wanted to understand why humanity had risked everything for a fleet that wasn't even their own. The answer remained remarkably simple. Because they asked for help. Enraged by their defeat, the Dominion mobilized its full military strength. Vast armadas gathered near contested borders. Entire sectors trembled at the coming storm. Analysts predicted the largest war in recorded history. Most expected humanity to be crushed beneath the sheer weight of enemy numbers. Instead, Earth prepared. Factories expanded production beyond anything previously recorded. Civilian industries converted to military manufacturing. Volunteers arrived from dozens of allied worlds inspired by humanity's actions. What had begun as a single act of kindness evolved into a coalition unlike any the galaxy had ever witnessed. Species that once distrusted one another now stood united. When the final war erupted, humanity became the beating heart of the resistance. Human logistics networks supplied countless fleets. Human engineers repaired damaged vessels faster than enemies could destroy them. Human commanders coordinated strategies across thousands of star systems. Wherever battles raged, humans appeared carrying tools in one hand and weapons in the other. The conflict lasted years. Entire sectors changed hands multiple times. Worlds burned. Empires collapsed. Yet the Dominion slowly lost ground. Every victory they achieved seemed temporary. Every setback suffered by the coalition was met with renewed determination. Humanity's greatest weapon was not technology or military power. It was persistence. The turning point came during the siege of Valter Prime, the Dominion's heavily fortified capital. Coalition forces faced impossible defenses. Casualties mounted. Progress stalled. Then human engineers proposed something outrageous. Instead of attacking the fortress directly, they rebuilt an abandoned moon into a colossal mobile weapons platform and launched it into battle. The site became legendary. A moon transformed into a war machine shattered the Dominion's defensive grid. Coalition fleets surged through the opening. The Karthans led the charge, their rebuilt vessels at the forefront. The empire that had once hunted them across the stars now faced the consequences of underestimating both humanity and those they protected. When the war finally ended, the Dominion surrendered unconditionally. Celebrations erupted across thousands of worlds. Historians searched for the moment everything had changed. They expected to find a decisive battle, a brilliant strategy, or a revolutionary weapon. Instead, they found a damaged fleet arriving at Earth asking for repairs. Years later, a monument stood in orbit above the human homeworld. It depicted a broken starship entering a dockyard and emerging stronger than before. Beneath it were words now taught throughout the galaxy. They came seeking repairs. Humanity rebuilt them, armed them, stood beside them, and together they won the war. And from that day forward, every civilization understood a simple truth. If humans chose to help you, they would never stop at fixing what was broken. They would make sure you could never be broken again. In the decades that followed, the victory over the Dominion reshaped the galaxy in ways no one had anticipated. Former enemies sat at the same negotiating tables, rebuilding trade routes and shattered worlds. Yet among all the stories told about the war, the most repeated was not about the final battle or the fall of an empire. It was about a simple act of compassion that had altered the course of history. The Karthan Union never forgot what humanity had done. Every restored ship remained in service as a symbol of survival and friendship. Crews often pointed to human-made components still functioning flawlessly decades later. What began as emergency upgrades had become treasured reminders that someone had chosen to help when everyone else had turned away. As peace spread, many worlds began sending damaged vessels to Earth, not because they lacked repair facilities, but because human shipyards had become legendary. Ships arrived with mechanical failures and departed carrying innovations their owners had never imagined. A joke soon circulated across the stars. If humans repaired your vessel, prepare to spend weeks learning how to operate all the new features they secretly installed. Human engineers embraced the reputation. They claimed that fixing a machine without improving it felt incomplete. This philosophy extended beyond technology. Whenever a struggling colony requested aid, humans arrived with supplies, infrastructure plans, educational programs, and long-term development projects. They never seemed satisfied with solving only the immediate problem. One day, archaeologists exploring the ruins of a Dominion military archive uncovered records from the war. Among them were transcripts from high-ranking Dominion commanders. Historians were stunned to discover that the Dominion had never truly feared the coalition fleets. What terrified them was humanity's willingness to invest enormous resources into helping complete strangers. According to one transcript, a Dominion admiral had warned his superiors years before their defeat. A species that strengthens its allies faster than we can destroy them cannot be defeated through force alone. His warning was ignored. The Empire believed military power was measured by fleets and weapons. Humanity measured power by trust, loyalty, and cooperation. As the years passed, the coalition evolved into a thriving alliance encompassing hundreds of species. Disputes still occurred, but major wars became increasingly rare. Most governments realized that cooperation with humanity brought greater benefits than conquest ever could. Earth had become the center of a vast network built not through domination, but through mutual respect. The greatest proof of humanity's influence came during a crisis nearly 50 years after the Dominion War. A mysterious extragalactic threat appeared at the edge of known space, consuming entire star systems as it advanced. Panic spread quickly. Older civilizations feared another age of destruction. Younger worlds wondered if survival was even possible. Before fear could divide the alliance, thousands of fleets assembled voluntarily. Karthans, humans, former Dominion worlds, and countless others answered the call together. No treaties compelled them. No government forced them. They came because they remembered what humanity had taught them during the darkest days of the previous war. Strength multiplied when shared. As the combined armada departed for the frontier, an elderly Karthan commander looked upon the endless formation of ships stretching across the stars. Many vessels carried technologies that traced their origins back to those first repairs in Earth's shipyards. Smiling quietly, he transmitted a message to every fleet in the Alliance. Once we arrived at Earth as refugees seeking salvation. Today we depart as guardians of the galaxy. Let us honor the gift we were given. And so the Armada advanced into the darkness together, not as separate species, not as competing nations, but as a united civilization, forged through trust and sacrifice. Long ago, humanity had rebuilt a broken fleet. In doing so, they had unknowingly rebuilt something far greater, a galaxy that finally understood that the strongest weapon in existence was not fear, but the willingness to lift others up when they had fallen.